Welcome back, friends, to Pasta King on Montereggiano. Cousin Skeeter here, and we're gonna be kind of wrapping up the season one of the Pasta King series today. And as you can see, I have picked up all the straw and put it in the fermenting stick. And if we if we are in here, we can see that we picked up one grass bale, but it is already processed that, and we're processing the straw. But we want to change. It was on selling because we had a good price, so we're just going to change it back to keep now. So we'll wait for another good price or until we need money. So what's on deck for today? Well, let's see. While we're here, look down. I believe it's December and our canola oil is ready to be sold. So let's do that first and get that taken care of. Go over here, get the fiat. Started out a rainy morning. We had to wait a while for the rain to stop. So how is everybody doing today? I hope y'all are doing good. I'm a little late recording this. I'm supposed to publish this on Friday, and I'm recording it on Friday morning, so a little bit of a delay there. Oh, looks like we're out of manure in the greenhouses. Gonna have to fix that. So we are looking for canola oil. Okay, that's a canola oil. Let's set that down there. And that's rice bran oil, sunflower oil. Set this down. And then we got another sunflower oil. Not quite time to sell these yet, and once we use up, I think we have used up all the sunflower. Here's a canola. Should be 7 of these canolas. 2. Three. 2, 3. 4. This is rice oil. This what is that? That's canola. It's number 5. 2 more of these. Got a lot of rice oil here. Canola. going to need one more canola. And there's a sunflower oil. And there's an olive oil. There's another sunflower oil. And the last canola oil. All right. We still got plenty of sunflower, canola, and olives. Once the sunflower and canola is gone, then we will shut those down and be strictly doing olive oil production moving forward. And that means in here, wrong button, Skeeter. I think, yeah, we're done with this one. We'll be getting rid of this here. All right, let's go see. Where do we sell at the farmer's market? And I believe farmer's market is just around the corner over there. If I'm not mistaken, it's like, yep, right over there. All right, let's get these sold. Switch to the front platform, and I think all right. Wait a minute. It got a sunflower oil too. Which one of these is the sunflower oil? Oh. So much for my neat little stack. Well, it's not so bad. Strap everything down. Glad I noticed that. It wouldn't have been the end of the world, but anyway. So let's run over here and sell this. Let's see how much we get. think we should get like 24,000 or something like that. Okay, 28, okay, like 30,000. I think we're about to hit kind of a critical mass here where things start just kind of popping away. So I think this is a, I'm really glad we got to this point, because this is a good point for the season 1 to end. So we've got our, basically got our foundation in place. We'll have to go get manure. We can get that later. Let's get on to this. We're going to join these two fields together today. And then we're going to plant sorghum in here. And that's going to be feeding our what did I do? I hit the wrong button. Lower plow. That's going to be feeding our flour mill. And then that in turn is going to feed our pasta production. And that'll be another step in becoming pasta king of Montereggiano. Alright, we're going to get this done here. And then I'm going to come back and do all of the field. And then do that as a time lapse. And then we'll get on with the rest of the stuff that we need to do for today. All right, we are gonna let a worker do that while we go get some manure in the greenhouses and get those back operating. And we'll clear out that greenhouse and maybe put something else in there. I'm thinking that we need a logistics center warehouse, a logistics warehouse to start holding our products in one central place instead of having them all spread out. And I might try to get that set up today too. All right, where do we go and buy manure? bought it before. It's not listed up here. No, that's just crops. Manure, manure, manure. We can buy that. All right, where? Spin around this way. Let's look at the map real quick and see where exactly that is. Oh yeah, okay, I know where that is. So I'll just make that a quick jump cut while I go pick that up. All right, here we are back with the first load. I don't know how much it's going to take to fill this up. We'll fill this one up. No, not quite full, or not quite all of it. And we'll put the rest in this one. Perfect. All right. Let's talk about a few things. So, talk about where we are. So, the goal of this series is to be Pasta King, have $100 million, and what does that mean other than the $100 million? Well, that means that we need to make pasta. We need to buy the pasta factory and make the different pastas. We need to have olive oil. We can't have pasta dishes without olive oil. And you can see our olive grove here. We do have to do some maintenance work on that. But we've got this one and this one down here. And then we've got a third one back over, kind of tucked out of the way over here. Back around this corner over here. Just down this little dirt road right here. And you can see it right there. They're all pretty good size, but let me tell you, they have really, really produced. We'll have to see. We probably have enough to last the full year. I don't know. We'll have to see for sure about that. But we got a good foundation laid for the olive oil production. There is one more olive field on the map. It's a little bit smaller, but we can pick that one up. And we can always turn another field into olive if we need to. These two combined fields here are going to be the sorghum and then also where we had the barley back over there, also going to be sorghum. That's going to lead to our flour and feeding our chickens. Eggs are needed for some of the pasta. And then there's some other pastas. I think there's a potato pasta or a gnocchi that needs potatoes, and we'll have to address that. But you can't have pasta without pasta sauce. So I know there's a tomato sauce factory mod. I'm going to try to find a pasta sauce mod. I think that would be really good. We've got tomatoes. We need to start adding in some garlic because you can't have pasta without garlic. Garlic and tomatoes. And unfortunately there's no herb ones. You really need some basil or basil, depending on where you're from. They really need that for a good pasta too. Another thing is we're going to need to get some cows and some water buffalo, so that we can make mozzarella. Because you got to have mozzarella too. And probably, possibly some mushrooms. I don't know. I don't know if, I know here in the U.S., a lot of people use mushrooms in their pastas and Italian dishes and stuff. I don't know if that's a real Italian thing or not. I need to do a little research on that. But that's what we're looking at here. And so let's do a couple things here, and then we can maybe wait and see when the plowing gets done. Look at him go. All right, we want to get rid of this. We want to sell the greenhouse. Sell it. Okay. Now I think since this has been smoothed and everything, I think this would be a good place to put, if it'll fit, the logistics. Let's see, what is that? Interesting. Addable triggers. The small logistics. Pretty sure I have that in here. I have a lot of mods in here, so think I checked. Looks like a little shipping container. Okay, I'm going to bring you back when I find it. Hold on. All right, here it is. I think that despite it saying that it overlaps with another object, I think if we put that right there, put it in free mode. Oops. I'm supposed to press a button. B. Free mode. Plop it down. Now, does it look like... Yeah, okay. We're good. Now, let's see what all this will pick up. And let's go in here to the productions. Go to the logistics center. Bread, we want to activate that. Canola oil, activate. Eggs will activate. And we're not going to be doing flour right now. Honey, we'll leave honey alone for right now. Olive oil will activate. Rice oil will activate. Sunflower oil will activate. Tomatoes will activate. And that's it. Okay, so now what? What I'm going to do is I'm going to load this buddy up. Let's go over here. Get our platforms again. And then we'll get things going. So actually one thing we need to do is we need to go into our greenhouses and we need to set our tomatoes to distributing. And we need to set these tomatoes to distributing. And we need to take our farm bakery and put bread to distributing. And the oil mill need to put canola oil to distributing. Distribute. 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 That's got everything but the eggs, and there's a little trick for that. I'll show you that in a minute. But first, let's get our tomatoes. That's a little tight squeeze right there. Let's see if we can make that happen. Of course, the front's full. So let's go to the back. I don't know if that's going to work in that position. Yeah. Nothing like walking in the poop. Oh, it might have worked if I'd have been on the right spot. Okay, let's get what we can of this stuff. And let's drive over here and drop it off. Oh, oopsies. Well, we'll put those on the back then. All right, so now if we look over here, and you can see that we have olive oil, rice oil, sunflower oil, and tomatoes in there. And we're missing eggs and canola oil and bread. Well, the bread, we'll go pick that up. And then I'll show you the trick for the eggs. Come on, Skeeter. Select the right part of the tool. Okay, one more on the back. I really do like these little platform things. I've never used them before this series, but excuse me, they are pretty handy when you've got small amounts of stuff that you're moving around the farm. Okay, we'll go park this, and then we'll apply another piece of the puzzle. Now, I'm not sure how this will actually work here, but here's what we're going to do. We're going to move these out of the way, and then we're going to come in here and go to construction. I think if we go to animals, and if we go chickens, we got an egg distributor. And I think if we put that like right there. Is this one any different in size? Pallet loading places extra large warning stripes. Oh. Where did it go? Oh. I need to toggle snapping. And then I want to put that right there. Boom. Now, if I did this right, then I should be able to, yep, they just disappeared in there. And come on, pick it up. And so now, open the menu, and I want to select, I want to change the output mode to distributing. And then I want to activate. I believe that's what it said to do, right? Set production train. Set production chain to distribute. When placing invisible, the pallet is same as the extra large warning. Okay. All right. So in the next hour, we should see our eggs be in our logistics center. How's he doing over here? He's getting the job done. So I think I will I'll bring you back when he's done. All right, that worker has finally finished. I did have to go do some touch-up work on it. It's getting a little late in the day, but let's just do a little recap here. And so we'll be wrapping up season 1 here, taking a break, and then when we come back, we'll be hitting it hard again. We'll be getting the getting the pasta factory up and running. That's going to be our priority for the next season, and getting pasta made. But as it stands right now, we have accomplished in this season, we've upgraded the harvester. We have technically, we really upgraded the olive groves by replacing those other ones that came on the map with the base game olive groves. We have our chickens going. Our mill, our oil mill, is pretty full of product and is producing. We've got plenty of our silage there, or plenty of stuff in our fermenting stick for making silage there for extra income. No need to waste it. We've added this logistics center to store our products until we're ready to sell them. That includes eggs, so we won't be running out of room for eggs anymore. We've got all our fields. Well, we got to plow one other field over there, and we'll have that done. Not in a hurry because we don't plant sorghum till April anyway. We've got our greenhouses going with tomatoes, and we've got honey. And so, yeah, we're just in some pretty good shape here, I think. So we've got our foundation built, and we've got some systems in place, and we'll be expanding those systems and turning into Pasta King. And one last thing we can do before we go is we can look at our farm value. We still have our $1 million loan. We need to start paying on that, but we need our cash flow right now. Once we get into the high gear with the cash flow, we can start paying that off. And this is all of our equipment and land and everything that we own. And so our current farm value is $618,000. Still got a long way to go to 100 million, but that's what we're working on. We're working on $100 million right there. Really, we should not be counting this water. So we should take 100,000 off of it right away. So that's really 518,000. Got to remember that, because that's got that you know, we've got water for sale or available. So unfortunately, it shows up in this list. So anyway, I think this is a good point to wrap up the season and to take a short break and start a new exciting series that will be coming next week. And I hope you like it. I hope you like this series so far. Excuse me, they're coughing. And we'll be working on plans to kind of ramp it up a little bit more for next season, and I'm looking forward to it. And so this is Cousin Skeeter saying, have a good rest of your day, night, or whatever it is, wherever you are, and bye bye for now.